Hey, what's up guys? I got another phone lot video for you today since I've been buying a lot of these lately. This one I probably have about $70 in, I'm not exactly sure, but it should be close to 70. So yeah, I'll start with this top row up here. We have this LG, I don't know the model of this one, but it has a bad battery, and as you can see, it's a little bit expanded. So that one will probably be a drop test because I highly doubt that a budget LG is going to be worth fixing. We have a stylo. I think that this is a stylo 1 or 2. I had one of these before and I never really cared enough, but yeah, this one came with all this stuff all over the back, and the LCD is broken and the screen is cracked. So those two are both pretty bad. This is a LG slider phone. It has a single crack through the screen, which is kind of impressive that it's even glass, honestly. That one, when you plug it in, the red light flickers and then it turns blue, and the screen never comes on and it never powers on. We have a Garmin GPS. This one is pretty old and I don't really care about it at all, so I haven't even tested it. Yeah, it might work, but it doesn't have an SD card, so if it does, I don't really have any way to use it yet. Alright, so moving on, we have two tablets here. This one's called a Nextbook. I'm pretty sure that they were popular, but I have no idea what it is. It's got like a screen issue, I guess. It never fully boots, it just charges for some reason. I think the charging port might be messed up. And then the other tablet, we have an Epic Learning tablet called a HiQ, and it's like legit just called an Epic Learning. Some sort of kid tablet. It works, but since it has these scratches in the screen, the touch only works over here. So yeah, it's kind of useless. I'm gonna do a drop test on this one and see how durable a rugged tablet is. Alright, so here's some Androids again. We have a TCL A3. This one's fully shattered on the front, and it probably does work, but it might be Google locked. It does this. Okay, it might actually work this time. I've never got it to go this far. It usually just shows the battery symbol, so this is kind of surprising. That one might work, honestly. I haven't tested it though because it never turned on. We have two Motorola's down here. We have a Moto G4. This one was Google locked. I bypassed it, but for some reason, when you get to, it's past this screen. The screen right here, it takes like 5 hours on, and then it just boots off. So I have no idea what to do with the thing. This TCL might work. I might get a charger real quick. Alright, I got this thing on the charger. I'm going to come back to it at the end because I doubt most people care about it. If you do, it'll be at the end of the video. Alright, and then the other Motorola for this lot, we have a G7, or no, yeah, it is a G7. It's a G7 Optimus Max is what it's called. The Optimus Max isn't anything special. It just stands for basically being on track phone. Yeah, I had one of these phones before. It had a single crack all the way down the screen. And this one right here, it's in pretty good shape. It has a crack at the top there, right, as you can see, like really small above the earpiece, and then it has these two at the bottom. Yeah, none of them go onto the screen, and it's probably the nicest Motorola I've had in a while. Okay, we have all the Apple stuff that came in this lot. You might expect it to all be iCloud locked, and you're pretty much right. So we have an iPhone 7 matte black. This one probably wouldn't work even if it was unlocked because of that. I haven't tested it. Actually, I did plug it in and it didn't show anything, probably because that screen is completely dead. Yeah. So we have a 6 Plus right here. It's a space gray. This screen is broken. It has a bad cable, I believe, so the LCD is just lines everywhere. It's also iCloud locked, and I'm not sure about that battery. Alright, and then last for the iPhones, we have 4 iPhone 6s. This one is iCloud locked, shattered, and home button, like bracket, I'm pretty sure is broken underneath because that button doesn't click anymore. We have a space gray one. Don't ask why this has a white home button. Oh wait, no, this one does, isn't this one. This one has a white home button. Don't ask about that because I'll get to it later. This one works. It's just iCloud locked, and that screen doesn't have a good touch, probably because, you know, it has a hole through it. This one right here is also iCloud locked, and I'll get to that whole screen thing in a second. This one right here is the only good iPhone out of the entire lot. It's an iPhone 6, 16 gig. It's in silver, and the only thing wrong with it is it's cracked. So I put a different battery in this thing. It's at 80% health, but it does work completely fine because I've had it charged for 2 days and it's still at 49. It was at 50 when I unplugged it. So it's legit only dropped 1%, maybe because airplane mode. But yeah, we have a working iPhone 6, 16 gig. Pretty cool because I have like 7 of these things now. All right, and I saved, in my opinion, one of the, it's not the best, but it's the coolest for last. We have a very rare phone here. It's a ZTE Axon M, and as you can see, it's got this weird thing right here. Yeah, let's go ahead and turn it on. Yes, this screen fully works somehow. I don't know why the fingerprint reader's not working right now. Yeah, this phone is fully working. Don't ask me how the screen is good because that shouldn't be good. Let me show you this thing's feature though. This is what ZTE could come up with. I think this is in 2017. It is a fold-out screen. This is on AT&T. Yeah, this thing is pretty sweet, to be honest with you. I love this thing. I've always wanted one. I didn't really want one in this rough of condition, but it is what it is. I have one now. And as you can see here, this right screen, even though it's less cracked, it does have all these lines through it. Not really bad, because the touch still works fine, and it's only on the edges. But yeah, we have a ZTE Axon M. This thing fully works other than those two screens being cracked. It's really cool because it's the ZTE Axon M. You never see these things. But yeah, sucks to be in that condition, but at least I have one. Alright, and real quick, coming back to why this thing has a white home button. So, I have always had a ton of iPhone 6s. I mean, here's 2 more, and I have like 5 more in my room right now. So these two both of them had issues previously. This one I didn't even know worked. It was sitting in my room. I thought it was like a white one because it had a white home button. This is the screen that came off of this. This screen used to be here. And then this has turned out to be a 64 gigabyte iPhone 6. It's one that me and Mac Acoustics had for like 5 years. It was one of my friends. He bought it new. The home button is unfortunately ripped on it, but otherwise this thing fully works again now. It has a decent battery, and the screen is cracked because it's kind of a bad phone anyways. And then the other one, this is what used to be like my beater iPhone 6, I guess. This one used to have this screen on it, and it does work now. I just didn't charge it, but I put a new battery, even though it's not brand new. It's a replacement battery in it. Not sure if that thing's good or not because it came out of one of these. Yeah, so now I have this one. It's not even cracked. It's an original Apple screen, so it's probably one of my nicest iPhone 6s because I think aside from this one, I only have that silver 16 gig that's not cracked. Not that one, but a different one. But yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this. This is my like $70-ish phone lot. The only reason I bought it really is because this Axon M, but I got an iPhone 6 and a couple Motorola's out of it, which is pretty cool. But yeah, if you guys want to see this, I'll go ahead and go over it real quick, but otherwise I'll see you in the next one. Alright, so first of all, if you're still here, thank you. I mean, you're watching the video even though you don't have to. Yeah, we're waiting on this thing, and I figured I should mention since I talked about it. This 6 screen came off of one of those, which is why this one has a white home button now. I think I didn't mention that. If I did, then whatever, you're hearing it again. So yeah, that's the whole reason that I have a perfect 6 now, is because of those. So I got more than just like those couple phones out of it, which is kind of nice. Alright, so if you're here for this thing still, it is pin locked. This is going to be an easy bypass, but I'm not going to bother with it right now because 1, I already have one of these things, and 2, I just do not care about a TCL A3 much, especially when it's in this condition. So yeah, that's again the wrap up of the video. Thank you guys for sticking around.